Even if Jesus unravels only one thing from the Bible, it is, in fact, the same as interpreting as many as 100 items. When Jesus said to me, my spirit have come again, I absolutely believed it. Jesus died on the cross for all humankind. I interpreted everything spiritually, centering on what pertains to Jesus. Since Jesus' spirit came and said, I have come, I interpreted the entire Bible spiritually, just as he came in spirit. Jesus' spirit came and carried out the salvation history through the body. Therefore, when I watched Christianity holding assemblies with 1 million, 1.2 million, or 1.5 million people in Yeouido Square in the 1970s, I thought knowingly Jesus himself had carried out the final history of the established faith as well as the new history until now. That is why he took me there, let me participate in the event by sitting on the platform, and let me witness and experience it. Jesus' spirit already came in a different way, and he had worked through the flesh and had made his body record the history to be archived. Therefore, I, his body, have delivered everything to Providence people. It was the final event of the old times, and it was a historical event in which the new times began as well. God's thoughts and Jesus' thoughts are different from our thoughts. They carried it out like a thief. When 1.2 million people were having the final gathering in Yeouido Square, I attended the event. Jesus carried it out keeping me on his chair, and he told me, this is the final event. Afterwards, Yeouido Square was made into a park, and that was the end. Afterward, a millennium history was started, as I preached the gospel and pioneered in Shincheon. The man of mission of history is not clearly recognized in the beginning. He has to become more prominent. The New Testament will continue as the New Testament while the Complete Testament goes on as the Complete Testament. When Jesus came in the New Testament era, a new history began. However, since the people of the Old Testament failed to follow, the Old Testament history continued on as before. The New Testament continued on as the New Testament while the people of the Old Testament, the old times, kept on believing in God as the old times. As for the new history that was promised anew, God, the Holy Spirit, the Holy Son, and Jesus come again in spirit and spread the new history continually through the body of the chosen one. The new history will go on for 1,000 years. It will go on just as it was promised in the New Testament. Because this is God's salvation history, two histories run their course on the earth. The old times go on, and the new times go on as well. Even if a new city is formed, the old city continues with people living in there as an old city. There are many challenges in a new city, but you enjoy new construction, you have new roads. There are many difficulties that come with the new development. However, a new city receives all the new benefits that the government has planned. People can enjoy the benefits a city provides only after the new city is formed and developed more. Those who complain while living in the new city go back to the old city. In Jesus' time, too, it was a new history that was like a new city being made. It was God starting a new thing. A long time has to pass until the city's population increases and a great history takes place. The same is true with Providence history. In 100 or 200 years, Providence will continue to go on as a new history, a new nation.